Welcome back. In this tutorial we are showing you a step-by-step guide on how to replicate this church flyer design. The original design was done by Sky Graphics. Please leave him a follow on Pinterest. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So this is your default pixellab. We want to delete this default text, and for those of you always facing issues with knowing the size of design, right? Let's say you have a design and you don't know the size, how to get the size of a particular design, wherever it may be, just download the design and bring it into PicsArt. So what you are going to do is to click on background, and then you click from gallery. So you import the design on PicsArt. So this is our design. We are going to import it. Automatically you see that the size of our PicsArt interface are not changed to the original size of this other design. It's not more the default square. Okay, this is simple and straightforward, and I hope it answers your worry on how to get design sizes. Now, for clarity's sake and for the sake of this tutorial, we are going to change the color now into black so that it can permit us to work. And since we are replicating this design, we are going to bring in the design. So we're going to bring in the design, scale it up to full capacity, lock it up, and let's get to work. So when I look at this design, the most challenging part could be how to power clip these images into this shape. So that's where we are going to begin. All right, so I'm going to begin by creating these shapes. So I'm going to select a simple square shape here. I change it to a rectangle, then I make the edges to be curved, or let's change the color into something that you can be seeing. Okay, let's say red, yeah, so that you can be seeing well. All right, now if you notice, the edges are rounded of the original shapes. Then they are rounded, so we're going to round the shape, the edges or the radius of this one as well, but they're not too round now. So just do this neatly. Yeah, so we have something like this. Okay, then the next thing is to copy, position it here. Don't worry about alignment, just copy and place. We are going to do the alignment, don't worry. So place this one, let's copy, place here. Okay, I believe you can see this. Now after doing this, go and hide this one. So hide the original, then enable your grid. Now this grid line will permit us to align our shapes. So how do we do this? First of all, let's align it to this first one, to this guy here. Now this guy here, so aligning it to this guy. Okay, so let's begin with this one. So let's begin with this one. Aligning means positioning them to fall on the same positioning them to follow the same line. So let's see this one. I think this one is up too much. Let's check, see, and this one, it's too much down. Okay, so let's check it out. I think the spacing here is too much, so let's bring it a little bit closer. Okay, good. So now you can see that is well represented. Okay, so we are going to make a white shape, to cover the entire space, then send it to back. After sending it to back, we are going to match everything up. Then we go to our erase color and use your color picker here now. So we are going to use this color picker. Pick it while picking the red color out. Okay, then we increase our tolerance. You can even come back and make this one to be completely red. So this means that this layer now it's completely it's on top, then the images will fall below it. Okay, so let's just align it properly. Let's see, lock it up and see something. Let's check. Okay, good. So it's fine. Let's see if the color is pure white. I think it's not too white. See, white. Okay, good. It's fine now. So lock it up. After locking it up, we're going to enable. Now you can see that automatically the shapes have just appeared here. So if we wanted to go with these same shapes, but since we are replicating the design, If we wanted to go with these same shapes, it means we can just continue on our own write-offs, all right? But this will not make sense. It will mean that we are just, doing it word for word, which is not good. So we are going to start bringing in our own images. But before bringing our own images, let us create some shapes that have the same color like the background shapes here. Okay, so we are going to go. I'm going to create this one again. Like this. Send it to back. Let's send it to back. Let's hide this one first of all. Let's send it to the back of this guy. Okay, then we make sure that it's positioned well. Now we're going to go to our color picker and pick the color from the design. So we're picking this first color, which is this one. Okay, then we'll make a copy of this one, bring it here, send it to back. Can you see that? Then go to color picker again. Let's pick the second color, pick it here. Please kindly subscribe to the channel as you follow this tutorial. Thank you so much. So I'm going to bring it here. We're following the same pattern, so send it to back. And let's see, go to color. Let's pick the color from the flyer, so pick it here. Okay, good. So let's make a copy and send it back to back. So this one has the same color like this one, and we're going to give it the same color. Go back, same color like this one. Okay, let's do the adjustments, make sure it's fitted properly. Okay, good. So now we're going to lock it up, lock everything up, and now let's start bringing in our images. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the images. Let's start with the image of this particular image here. So I'm going to clip it. Let's just crop it this way, make it long. Let's just make it longer, something like this. Let's see if this one can work or not. Okay, so so you see the technique to crop these images is to cut it longer. Just cut it longer. So let's try to send this one to the back and see the back of this. Yeah, so I believe you can see this, it's good. And the next thing will be to lock it up, right? The next thing we're going to do is to bring in another image. This time around, let's go to okay, so now we are done with power clipping the images, and the next thing we are going to do is to lock them all. And let's bring up the original design and see where we are now. So we are done with the images. Now let's bring in the logo and we put in the date and location. So quickly, let's hide this up, and I'm going to bring in the logo. So as usual, we are using the church logo, World Revival Faith Ministry. All right, World Revival Faith Ministry International. All right, now in order to avoid making this video too long, I'm going to pause it and write the name of the church, and I will be back. Okay, so after writing the name of the church, we are going to go to our font, and the font I'm using is Nexa Bold. Okay, let's just make this to fall in capital letters. So Nexa Bold, then reduce it in size and position it here like this. Then the next thing we're going to do is to select the two of them and position them to the middle of our design page. after which we are going to copy this and write presents. So I have presents. This should also be in capital letters. Then we reduce it in size. Let's reduce the size. So why is this one not reducing in size? Well, just go to size and pin it down to 15, then go to spacing and space this out neatly. Alright, and use relative position also to see if it can fall to the middle. Now that will not make sense, so let's just bring it here. Okay, so we have this. Yeah, just use relative position there. Okay, then let's bring this name downwards closer to this guy. All right, so I have presents. Good. So after that, we're going to go back to our original design, push it up so that we follow the same thing. Once you are done with the step, go back to the original design. Now you can see that there are some fire emojis here, so let's bring in this fire emoji. And so let's hide it up, go back to import, and I'm going to import the fire emoji. So we are using this one. I will change the color first of all into, let's just say this white. Then I bring it here, or let's go with brown per se. Or why not pick the color from the original flyer? Yeah, so we can pick it from here. You can see that it's kind of brown. It's brownish, so we'll leave it here and reduce the opacity because it's not too visible. Then make a copy, increase it in size and bring it here, because as you can see, part of it is on this other left side. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing we're going to do is to look again, send up our design. So send up our design and see. So after the fire emoji, we have the title or the theme, something like that. So we can go with the theme and the location details. So let's go back, hide it up, and the theme I will write and come back. Okay, so the theme begins with Zonal Reviver, and I've chosen Bibas for this text, so I'm going to use Bibas regular, and the font color will be chosen from the original text in the design. So it's a gradient. I'm just going to go to my gradient, then I pick the color from the original design. So we're first of all going to go with this light shade, then we go with this darker one too. Let me just pick from the original design. Okay, so I believe you can all see this. We have changed the orientation into this, so I don't really want this video to be too long, so permit me if you are missing any steps, but I would still love to help out. Just let me know. Okay, so we are going to increase this one now and reduce the spacing in between the text. So we have Zonal Reviver. All right, then we have prayer conference. So we have prayer. I'm going to go in now with prayer. So sorry about that, guys. So we have prayer. Increase it in size. All right, some hierarchy should be respected here. All right, so we have Zonal prayer. Let's just increase this again, guys. So we have this, and I'm going to increase this as well. So I have Zonal prayer. Then we're going to copy this text and write conference. So we want to maintain the same font here, prayer conference in capital letters. Then bring it here and going to increase the size a bit to say 35. Then we change the font color to the same gradient like this guy, and increase the spacing So we have this zonal prayer conference. Now there's part of this fire emojis here, right? So I'm going to go to my color. First of all, let's increase the opacity completely. Then I'm going to go to my color and pick the color of this fire emoji from that which is here. So we have orange color as per the original design. So we're going to bring this one here. Then we give it a stroke, simple stroke, and we leave it like that. Okay, good. So we have this now clearly written, and the next thing sorry, the next thing is now to bring in let's go back to our original design. So push it up, enable it. We are done with the theme, which is here. Next thing is to create this shape. Okay, so we can basically create this shape even from here. Let's check it out. So let's see, or we can just go back to our original design. Let's just hide this one for now, then we'll create our shape. Bring it here, create something like this, reduce the radius. So it also has a gradient, which we are going to pick the gradient from the original shape of this design. So I'm beginning with this guy here. Yeah, so many colors, like a lot. I'm going to add a color by clicking here to add a color, pick it up from the original design. Yeah, so this one. Then I'm going to still add one color again. Let's just bring this guy closer. So sorry. And we have this one. So we have this one, and now we have this last color. I want to pick the color from this end. Okay, so we have this. Let's check it out. So we can rotate this one, make it like this. Well, I don't know if we can get the right shape, but I think this is much more closer to what we have there, which is not bad. So we're going to make it a little bigger. Okay, something like this. Let's increase the radius. Yeah, so it's like this. Okay, good. Now after realizing this, let's edit it out again. We're going to create another small shape, increase the radius, then we place it here. So this is normally where the time is going to fall, and we have this. Then we are going to copy this text. I want to maintain the same font. I'm going to write the date 20th to 25th October 2025. Okay, make this in capital letters, then bring it here. So I'm going to change the color into white. So let's leave our text color for white, break it into two beautiful lines, and reduce the line spacing. So let's see, increase this one really. Okay, so let's see. Let's shift this shape upwards. So I have 20th to 25th. Then making a copy of it, let's write the time. It should be 6 p.m. Okay, I'm going to bring it neatly here, but then we're going to pick the color still from the flyer, from the original design. So it's a gradient color, by the way. Let's give it a gradient. It's a yellow and orange gradient. So I have yellow plus orange. I've taught you guys severally how to pick colors on PicsArt. So if you are still facing some issues, please let me know. I could create a particular video on that, just dedicated on how to pick colors on your pixellab. Okay, good. So this is fine. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring in the location. So I'm going to bring in our location icon, by the way, and right here with me is the location icon. Thank you so much if you have subscribed to the channel. If you haven't, please do so. Thank you. God bless you. And most importantly, subscribe to understand. Huh? Yeah, it's very important. When you subscribe, you get to understand them more. So we have our location. I will bring the location here just closer to this. Okay, then in order to maintain the same font, I will pick the font from here and write the location. So obviously I'm not going to go with the location on the original design. I will pick our own location, which is fictional. So I have the church premises, opposite Sky Electronics. So I just want to use any fictional name. So opposite Sky Electronics, Utako District, Utako, Abuja. Well, I don't know if these names are really correct, but it's just fictional. Okay, no worries, just fictional, just for the sake of this design. So please pardon me, especially my friends from Nigeria, if we are not using these names correctly. All right, so let's see if we can reduce the size a bit. So just position it here so it can balance. All right, good. Now that we have checked and everything is moving on well, the next thing is to write the name of the preachers. So I am going to begin writing their names, and in order to avoid making this video too long, I will just come back once I'm done writing the names. Okay, so I'm just going to write one name. So I will copy this text and write the name of one pastor. So I have Pastor David. Oh my God, Pastor David Yebiomi. So I have Ibiomi. Well, I'm not too from Nigeria, so pardon me, please. Pardon my pronunciations. Ibiomi. Okay, so I would love to write, to maintain a black color for this text, the name Pastor David. So we will have to go to alignment and use media alignment. Now you can bring it here and do the proper alignment. So like I said, in order to avoid making the video too long, I will come back once I'm done with the other names. Thank you so much for understanding. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be right back. Okay, so now once you are done writing the names of the various preachers in this Zonal Revival Prayer Program, we are going to proceed now to create to look at the next thing in the design, the original design. Okay, so I'm going to bring in this one, then we check. Now we are left with this shape down here, all right, which is the very last thing. So quickly I'm going to do that. I will just hide it once again, then bring in that shape. So let's see, we can create any long or rectangular shape here. So yeah, so we have this one, and one good thing is we can send these informations up. Looks like they're occupying just so much space down here, so we can just group them all and send them up. So starting with the Zonal Prayer Conference, I just hope we can select everything up at once. Okay, so not the names, please just pay attention to what is happening here. So let's see. Okay, good. So now we can send up also this fire icon or emoji. Zonal Prayer Revival Conference. Good. So this will now allow us to create a rectangle here in peace. We are going to pick the color still from the original design. It's a gradient color, so I'm quickly going to do that by picking here. I have this one and the second one. I'll pick it still from the original design, and yep, we have this. Okay, so I will change the pattern to be this way. Okay, let's see, we can create another one here, another color, then we pick it here. Okay, good. So let's see this one. Let's just make this one to be stronger. So let's check it out. Yep, good. So this is fine. You can send it downwards. Okay, now after doing this, the next thing we're going to do is to bring in the contact information. So we're going to copy this text and write for info 08, just any random number here is okay. Then I'll give it, let's just say, let's give it this orange, or let's check. Whoa, we can pick the color from the original design still, so let's check it out. We're having some issues here. Okay, let's pick the color from this design, from this. Then we increase the text. Oh my god, so for info. Okay, good. Now that we have this one here, the next thing is to bring in the social media icon. So I am going to bring this one. That's the Facebook icon, and let's just give it a black color. Well, it's already in black, so just to reduce it in size, let's check it out. Then we have to push it a little bit to the edges this side for balance. Okay, now I believe you now see the time that this design is taking. So don't charge your clients with pity, charge them for the work you do. Okay, charge them very well. Now after doing this, we are going to just write, bring in the name of the church once again. But this time around it's just be in small letters. World Revival Faith Ministry, same handle on these platforms. So bring this one here, okay, and reduce it in size. You can make it just one line. It's fine. Oh my god, so we did the wrong one. Let me just lock this up and bring it here. Okay, good. So now let's look at the original design and see if we are on track. Let's check it out. Very good. So everything is now intact except for these bright lights that you see here. So how do we add that? Don't worry, it's simple. Just save your work. Okay, save your work. Then after saving your work, we are going to proceed to PicsArt. Okay, PicsArt is going to help us to add those lights. So we're going to go to PicsArt, which is right here. So launch your PicsArt, subscribe to the channel. Sorry if the video is getting longer, but we just have to be step by step. So now click on add project and select your design. All right, Yep, so we have this. I am going to add photo. So go to add photo and go to search lens flare. Once you search lens flare, you will see this blue this green lens flare here. Go to your blending option, blend it to screen. Okay, we choose a blue because, or this green, because we could not get the exact lens flare that Sky Graphics use in that design. So that's why I just decided to go with this. So you can just position this one here, and already you can see the magic. So come back to adjust. You can go to hue and play around with the hue to your desired position. So I think this 41 minus 41 is good. All right, so increase it in size and just leave it like this. So let's try to compress it a bit. Rotate again. So here you have to be just patient. Okay, now come up here, click on duplicate. So let's duplicate this and place here. I think it's too obvious. Let's just, stretch it out and see if we can get something better. But now we are going to increase it in size. Let's see. So you see this one. I think this one is better. So let's delete this one. We don't need this one. Then let's duplicate this again and position it here. Let's duplicate this one, position it here. Okay guys, good. So now you can see that we have achieved these light effects that are glowing in between the preachers. Now you just save your work. Okay, save your work by clicking here on this download icon. After saving your work, go to Snapseed for final editing. It's very important. So select your design and go to tools, enhance your structure, enhance the sharpening, then go back to tools and go to brightness, increase it a bit. The contrast also should be increased a bit, and the ambience, let's check the ambience, it should be increased. For the saturation, I don't always love to touch it, so just leave it like that to 0. Or let's see if we can. Yeah, leaving it to 0 I think is the best thing. Don't touch saturation. Go to ambience and make it a little bit more. Then go to highlights, increase the highlights so you can reduce the ambience. So as you are editing, just be checking, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so very much. Okay, so we have increased the shadows, and now you can see the final work. Yep, so we are done with the design. You can click on export and it's saved to your design gallery. So thank you very much for watching. This is the replicated design that we got. The original design was done by Sky Graphics. Thank you so much. Please leave him a follow on Pinterest. I would love to see you in our next tutorial, but until then, stay blessed as we keep on bringing you more awesome designs. It's Don's Graphics. Goodbye.